Hello and welcome to another episode of Worth Knowing, and this week we're going to delve into the BMW M8 and find out what's worth knowing about this car. Again, if you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and also the bell notification so you will get notified straight away when a new upload has gone live. And also, in 3 minutes time, you will know what's worth knowing about this car. So firstly, the 8 Series, which is what the M8 is based on, debuted at the Frankfurt Auto Show in September 1989. Yes, which is exactly the same year as the Mazda MX-5 first gen. So around this time, German engineers wanted to build a Grand Tourer, something fast and luxurious, but echoed Italian design, but obviously had to have German engineering. So the 8 Series was born either with a V8 or V12 engine. Yes, BMW were not messing around. They even made the legendary BMW S70 engine, the one that powers the famous McLaren F1. It's actually in an 8 Series, the 850 CSI. Yes, with all this power, and it wasn't even called an M8. So M is BMW's motorsport division, meaning a more upgraded, powerful engine variant. Also, an M trim is given as well. The M8 does in-house some of the 8 Series characteristics, and the M8 was meant to be unveiled back in the 90s as a production car, but unfortunately it was only ever unveiled as a prototype. The reason why the 8 Series stood out in this area in particular was its sleek looks. So sleek though is the fact that BMW wanted a really low drag coefficient. Styling cues from the older concepts were used to get the drag coefficient down to 0.29, which is outstanding if you think about how sleek other cars of the era were, such as the Lamborghini Countach. So with the 8 Series launched and selling for a price tag over £100,000 and 5,000 already ordered, what happened to the M8? Well, nothing. Not until late 2016, almost 16 years from having the success of the 8 Series to not having a full-on M8 car. It was BMW's own Motorsport or M Division team that finally saw the potential with BMW's re-entry into the Le Mans 24 Hours after a 6-year hiatus. This is when they decided to build the BMW M8 GTE. This is incredible, as they decided to build a Le Mans racing car version even before the official M8 production car was launched. How cool is that? Owning an M8 knowing this was built from the genetics of a true track ready sports car, meaning the BMW M8 GTE was the first BMW M motorsport race car to be in action before its production counterpart. So prototypes of the M8 began testing in June 2017, then another concept of the 8 Series was unveiled to the public. Development of the M8 continued in 2018 and finally into production, when in June 2019 it was introduced to the public. Yes, an M8 was born. So with a 4.4 litre V8 M twin power turbo engine, the M8 competition coupe makes going from 0 to 62 in only 3.2 seconds, delivering 625 brake horsepower and 750 Newton meters of torque. So was the M8 worth the wait? Well, kind of. BMW do call it a supercar, and it is in the supercar price range, and compared to BMW's full range it is, but not in the supercar hierarchy. Its 0 to 60 is the same to BMW's M5 and so doesn't have the supercar exclusivity needed. A Porsche 911 beats its 0 to 60 and the M8 is the fastest BMW around the ring, but that still didn't even make the top 30 for a lap time. It is effortless in its application, grand in ambition, and without doubt BMW's ultimate sports car.